Here we go for a 2022 Hitachi ZW100 wheel loader. Go in and hit our serial number. Yeah, I know it looks brand new. It's not brand new, it actually has some time on the meter. Okay, we got a ZW100-6. And here's our production number, blah, 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 blah. But on all the paperwork, you get down to the 8812. I think it's just the 12805 that we consider the actual serial number. But we've got all the rest, which is production numbers, gives them how the thing is all spec'd out, kind of like a VIN number on a car. Okay. Now I guess we can go all around the outside, then we'll climb up on the inside. The remote grease cert's pretty standard. Control valve. I mean, look at that stuff. Looks like it's brand new. Looks like it's straight off the shelf. Look how sanitary this thing is. I wonder if they ever got it dirty. I don't see no dirt. And right here's our nice big, right there, hydraulic accumulator for the ride control. There's not even any dirt hiding on the inside of the frame. This thing is, I guess, like looking like a brand new one other than the hour meter. Hydrostatic drive transmission and pump. Not much to see underneath here. Everything is new. There's one hydraulic oil filter. Let me see this way. Look this way for some reason. Let's look this way. Front differential. Okay, I guess we don't need to see anything else underneath there. It's perfect, as you can see. My phone ain't got it here. Okay. You know, look up underneath the cab here for dirt. Huh? So, not even any dust on that stuff. There's a little bit of dust there. Now I can see a little bit of brown dust. Okay. I guess we'll go to the right. As you see, the steps are perfect, as brand new. Nobody snaggled them. In here, we probably have something that we don't usually use. It's all on the service truck. Look at there, a brand new virgin grease gun, boys. Okay, lock this guy back up. And there's all your grease certs. Tells you how many hours. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,500 hours. How often to grease the loader frame, everything. Ba-ba-ba-ba. You got a lot of grease certs. Oh, it does also say the engine oil there. It does tell you the differential oil, blah, blah, blah. And the book tells you what you'll be putting in it. Here's the hydrostatic transmission, or is this our, I don't know what dipstick this is here, for the gearbox. But there's a dipstick through that hole. That's certainly easy to get at. Windshield washer fluid, I believe, in this guy. Yeah, there's our little pump right there. So there's your windshield washer fluid. Under this door here is the cabin air cleaner for the AC heater. I don't know why they made that lock. I don't think there's anything else you can steal. Where's the key for this thing, John? You want to open this up so you can just see. I don't know why they made it lock. I don't understand that, but anyhow, it locks. They could have just had any latch just to hold the dumb thing. If there's literally, yeah, I gotta lock that. Somebody might steal the air cleaner out of the cabin. But anyhow, yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, that's the first place I saw any dust. Now we'll keep going around. Hydraulic tank. Right there, you can see our float. Anything else we need to see? Of course, there's the original tightening marks. Every one that's been torqued has been written off. That screams brand new, which, like I said, it's not brand new. It does have time on the meter. I guess we're going to jump into the hood here. This is nice, this step right here. You can stand on that. You got to watch out for these. When you lift these up, they come up like that, and then right about here, if your face is here, pow! Right in the old chin. Wow. This is looking like, again, I don't see how you get it any newer than this. And there's not any dirt on anything. I don't even see hardly any dust on anything. It's your twin fuel filters, primary and secondary. All original fuel filters. Engine oil filter. Starter. All your high-tech EPA, Yahoo, I love the EPA with the diff and the stainless steel exhaust and another muffler and after reburner and yippee Yahoo. Welcome to America. It's nice we have to have all this crap. Our air cleaner, very easy to get out. Walk right up, pop that baby out. Fuel filters are really nice here. You don't have to reach in. And the oil filter ain't bad either. Boom. There's my hand right on the oil filter. That's some nice for service. That's very, very nice for service. I don't see anything else under this side that we got to worry about. Got all that covered. Okay, this here is where our DEF is. Right there. Add blue. Okay. And you can padlock that in case somebody's going to steal it on you. I'm going to keep the honest people out. Somebody wants to get in there, obviously, that certainly can. Okay, got a nice grab bar here when you're working to climb up and around it. Turn signals, brake lights, backup light. Backup camera. And your nice optical fisheye mirror. And let me see if I can open this up with one hand here. You got a lock here on the back, and the reason why you're going to lock that is because your fuel's in here. That'd be a lot of aluminum. And I don't see one imperfection whatsoever. I don't see any imperfections. So if there's no imperfections, for a second I thought this was an imperfection there, but that's not. Because that is exactly the same as right there. No, there's not. It's just... And then you can also lock your fuel cap besides locking the back. Well, they're going to make sure nobody gets to your fuel. Okay. And down there is our radiator drain. And that covers everything in the back here. Okay, I'm going to pop this baby this way. Close this back up. Okay. And brings us around to this side, and I believe this is our battery box on this side. Yes, it is. And we have a master disconnect switch here, which is good if you're leaving it on the job site. Steal that baby out, and they're going to have to figure out how to do that or hot wire it somehow, I guess. Of course, that'll be after they cut off the padlock that locks this shut. There again, if they want that bad, I guess you're going to go with a GPS tracker. That's another way of doing it, to keep from stealing your machine. Got a nice big rubber condom over the batteries. 24 volt, 2 group 24s. And the cool thing about it being 2 group 24s is that group 24s are very inexpensive batteries to buy versus buying 31s or 27s. Of course, every battery nowadays seems to be $100 and up. But yeah, the 2 small ones, they do the job awesome, and you don't have a great big super expensive one. Okay, and we're still back on the master disconnect. Shut that down. Now this side, obviously they must have wanted to get higher because we have 2 steps. This may be the side they want you to crawl up on to go over, or they wouldn't give you 2 steps. Okay, well again, got to watch the old kisser here when this baby comes up. Wham! Some more beautiful, sexy exhaust system. Our brake fluid. Some more exhaust system. Just looks really expensive, boys. I mean, wow. All that stainless steel. It'd be pretty. And our Deutz engine. Our EPA certifications. Our turbo. Just, it's like there's still a little paint left on the exhaust housing on the turbo. Just a little bit. It's almost all gone. Air conditioning compressor. Big old alternator. Serpentine belt. Engine oil fill. Engine oil dipstick. Easy to get at. Boom. Just reach right in there. No trouble at all. They did really good on servicing. They made everything, you know, went the extra mile, make everything accessible, make it easy to get at. I don't see anything else under here. I mean, obviously you can see from the video that this looks like a showroom floor. Look, we actually have a little bit of dust there on that hose. Fan blew some dust. Wow. Can't be very many hours on it. That or they ran it in a real super clean environment. Of course, all the glass is perfect. Got the same again. Torque checked every bolt. Air conditioning evaporator here. Evaporator condenser. I get them confused all the time. One B on the outside, one B on the inside. Steps are perfect. Nobody's bumped them. Nobody's bent them yet. Ooh, perfectly square. You know that these don't take much. Cut a corner a little bit. All it takes is a little pile of dirt. Not too much dirt. A few rocks. Boom, it's bent. But totally perfect. Two big mirrors. Got some extra LED lights on. We'll see when we get to the front. This is interesting. I mean, yeah, they use this same cab in different models because obviously, where are you going to go in this model? You know, you're not going anyplace in this model. But like our ZW90 has the same looking cab, and there's nothing there. You can pass right through the ZW90. But I'm pretty sure on the 100 and up, there's no more passing through. You can see here that this is adjustable. I didn't even notice that before. You can move this whole console on this side, all your controls back and forth, oh geez, 4 inches. So you can get yourself pretty well comfy where you're at. Then you can move the entire console. Cool. Didn't see that before when I opened up the door. Okay, we got a release on this side. Door's coming back here. Of course, it shuts perfectly solid. What else we got here? We already seen pretty much everything under here from the other side. Everything's super sanitary. Another shot of your main control valve. I mean, all that stuff looks like it came off the shelf yesterday. There's no rust on it, no dust on it. I didn't see any damage where anyone cut or scraped the sidewall of the tires on any one of the 4 tires. They all look perfect. And turn signals, high beams, low beams, halogen headlights. And then we got our other work lights up there, and check that out. Yeah, Hitachi LEDs. That was awesome. Somebody paid some extra money to get the Hitachi LED. The only thing I saw they'd done in the bucket, whatever they were doing, they welded in these 2 safety hooks on the bucket. Cutting bit is, well, cutting bit shows that it hasn't scooped anything. I mean, that's square. It's perfect. There's 0 wear on that. Obviously, they scooped something. Wasn't very rocky. Of course, you know, what would you wear if you got 100 or 200 hours on you? It's just no time when you're going to be planning on doing 10,000, 15,000 hours on the wheel loader. Here's the only rust spot I see is where they're banging into the loader frame. Boom, boom. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. Of course, there's no, I do this on them, excavators, but there's no oil on anything. There's no leaks. There's nothing. Everything should be perfect as a brand new machine. Okay, I guess we're going up in the cab now. Okay. Looks brand new inside too. Just a little dust from my feet. See the footprint? And this all looks brand spanking new. Brand spanking new looking. Here's another tag. That could be about the ROPS cab. Yeah, that's a ROPS cab. It actually says ROPS and FOPS. Yeah, see, ROPS and FOPS. There's all the certifications. I believe, let's see, did this have, I don't remember if that had some dates on it. Z100-6, got all the weight limits. Okay. There's your big gulp holder and your beer holder. And there's something under here. I don't remember what this is, just access to something. Can't remember what it was. I don't remember even pulling that off. Set your lunch bucket there. Here you've got a cigarette lighter or power outlet. I don't know. Some have 12, some have 24. That might be 24. I can't really see if it says 24 on it or 12. A lot of them just do 12 volt even if the system is 24. What do you got underneath here? Yeah. Another little Shinola box. Hide some goodies in there. I'm wondering with that vent if this box is cooled. Wouldn't surprise me if they did that vent cool the box. Okay, put a manual down in there. Operator's manual could probably go in there. Air conditioning vents, defrost, AC, whatever you tell it to do. Okay. Stereo speaker 1, stereo speaker 2, rear window wiper motor cover, dome light. Your hammer to break out the window. Here's a rocker panel that gives you, obviously, open for a lot of accessories. Yeah, I think that backlighter, I think that says 12 volt if I could read it, because this one up here says 24 volt. It actually has a cigarette lighter in it. There's a 24 volt outlet. I'm pretty sure we're going to find that back one is a 12 volt power. Here's your regen button. Ride control right there. Heavy lift. This here, your forward and reverse here, is going to take your gear shift from here, forward, neutral, and reverse, to your little push button right on your fingertip. Your neutral, forward, and reverse there. And then we have our control lock. You can lock your joystick. And then the TCS, it's a transmission control switch to where you can adjust your speeds. Instructions on your joystick. Factory backup video camera with a whole bunch of adjustments for bright sunlight when you're backing up, moonlight at night, plus and minus for the magnifying, how you want to zoom in the lens. Here's a bunch more optional rocker switch plugs here for probably more lights. Your Hitachi stereo, which looks rather low budget. Okay. A rear view mirror here, and of course when you look out the back we got a great big mirror there, which I can see the ground right below the machine, besides having a backup camera.